Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Thirsty Thursday. I'm excited because we have NFL honors. Tonight, we'll find out if Darren Woodson is going to be a Hall of Famer. Darren Woodson, unfortunately, I think because the Cowboys team was so great, Darren Woodson being the Dallas Cowboys all-time leading tackler, three-time Super Bowl champion. Unfortunately, with the Cowboys already having Allen in there, having Troy Aikman, having Emmitt Smith, having Charles Haley on there, that it's an embarrassment of riches, and it's kind of like they're like, we need to get some other people in there as well. And so that's where he's been kind of pushed to the curb a couple of times. I hope that they finally get him in there tonight. To me, he's well deserving of being there. Incredible personality, great as far as being a media personality, lives football on and off the field, great individual. Now, we as Dallas Cowboy fans are still mad. Jerry Jones, of course, is getting exactly what he wants, which is everybody talking about the Cowboys. And this offseason has been even more than ever. We have everybody who wants to just blow up everything, start all over, get these bums out of here, trade Micah Parsons, get what you can get for him, trade CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, just cut him, or don't change his contract and stuff. Yeah, I hear all of that. I understand all of that. But the question is, what are you really going to do? After you get out of your emotions, because when things happen, everybody just blows up. And then you come back down to earth and you start being a little more rational. Since Darren Woodson, I hope that this is going to be his day, and I hope to see him walking across that stage to do his induction speech this year at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Here's his take on what to do about Dak Prescott, because everybody has had a take about Dak Prescott. Oop, wrong one, sorry.
The
Oh, you pay
Cowboys
him.
are going to have to
Hey,
get to that territory. What do you do?
You pay him.
Yeah.
You pay him. Look, this is a guy who played at the highest level. He was in the MVP running the entire season. I mean, you just said it a second ago. He led the league in interceptions. He's like, no, I'm going to focus on not turning the ball over and being an asset for this team. And he did exactly that. Played at the highest level the entire regular season. I don't know about you, but I don't remember quarterbacks just growing off trees. I just don't okay,
Hard
we're going to get rid of you.
Yeah.
We're going to get rid of you, and we're just going to bring in, or we're going to find Brock Purdy in the draft. It just doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen that way. So you have something special. And I don't remember Dak Prescott playing middle linebacker in that game against the Green Bay Packers, nor did he play the interior of the defensive line. He didn't play. Look, they have so many other issues to deal with. He is not one of your issues.
The Cowboys are going to have to.
Okay, so hopefully Hall of Famer chiming in. I'm still, I get accused of just being a fan of Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott goes, he won't be a Cowboy fan. Nothing can be further from the truth. And you're making assumptions without actually knowing me, because you won't have found a bigger Roger Staubach fan than me. Just have. I have been a Cowboy fan probably longer than the majority of you guys watching this channel have been alive. Let's be clear here. I am a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. But just being a Dallas Cowboy fan doesn't mean that I like everything that they do. In any relationship, there are things that you love and things that you can't stand, and you learn what sword you're going to fall on, because you don't want to fall on all of them, because some of them aren't worth it. You have to pick and choose your battles. And the reality of this thing, the Cowboys, whether you like Dak or don't, have created this situation because of their inactivity. And it's not solely Dak Prescott. This has been the Dallas Cowboys' MO back with Tony Romo. Ever since they got rid of Jimmy Johnson, it has been Jerry Jones' show. And you find Jerry Jones sometimes gets lucky and finds a Tony Romo. Sometimes gets lucky and finds a Dak Prescott. But more often than not, they're finding Quincy Carters. They're making mistakes of paying guys too soon. And we can go through a litany of them. When you think about Marion Barber, who was a part-time running back, who was incredible, they paid him and made him the highest paid running back there for a while too, even though he wasn't a full-time starter. They made the same mistake with Zeke, paying him a record amount, because running backs, after their fourth year, their production goes down. Don't take my word for it. Go look. There's exceptions to the rules. An Adrian Peterson, a Frank Gore, a Barry Sanders. But for the most part, after 4 years, running backs' productions go down. And they made the same mistake with Tony Pollard. I love Tony Pollard. But you paid a franchise tag there for a guy and said, you're going to be it all now. That's not Dak Prescott's mistake. That's Jerry Jones's mistake. You've gone through. You've paid guys like Jay Ratcliffe. You paid guys like Alvin Harper after one good year. I'm sorry, not Alvin Harper. Miles Austin after one good year of being a receiver. Miles Austin, remember? He was a freak. But here's the thing that's kind of funny about Miles Austin was he always had hamstring issues, but they paid him. And here it is, the Cowboys are still making those same mistakes. You paid Michael Gallup while he was injured and recovering, the same way you paid Miles Austin. And you're probably going to end up doing the same thing, cutting him as well. And when you go through and you do these same mistakes over and over and over again, I don't understand how we can expect to have a different result. It doesn't work that way. The Cowboys, they have to tighten up how they're paying people and making sure that I'm not paying somebody that's injured all the time. If they can't play on the field and perform, boom. We have to do better at evaluating when we are keeping these guys and paying them to make sure that we're going to have a value going forward, not for what we did before, like we did with Zeke, like we did with Jalen Smith. The road and the highway is littered with all of these big contracts that the Cowboys made, and because they've done that, they're scared to try and do it with free agency, and because they don't have the free agents and the talents and they missed up on these other guys, we look at the quarterback and say, you suck. If you honestly go through the offense, I ask you, you got CeeDee Lamb, who is tied to the quarterback. The quarterback's got to get the ball to the receiver. If the quarterback's not doing his job, CeeDee Lamb's not making those plays. But I honestly ask you, in the hierarchy of the places and positions on the offensive line, that you look and say, this person did a better job on the offense than what Dak Prescott did. I challenge you to name people on the offense that you look at and said, this guy's a better player than what Dak Prescott did. Because if you honestly do that, you're going to find out, you're going to start looking and saying, did Tyron Smith play at a higher level than Dak? No. Did Biotish play at a higher level? No. Did Terrence Steele play at a higher? No. Did Brandon Cooks? No. Did Fergalicious? No. Did Tony Pollard? No. You can go down the line. So if you're saying, just get rid of this guy, you still have the other problems that are there that need to be addressed. One more time with Woodson.
Get to that territory. What do you do?
You pay him.
Yeah.
You pay him. Look, this is a guy who played at the highest level. He was in the MVP running the entire season. I mean, you just said it a second ago. He led the league in interceptions. He's like, no, I'm going to focus on not turning the ball over and being an asset for this team. And he did exactly that. Played at the highest level the entire regular season. I don't know about you, but I don't remember quarterbacks just growing off trees. I just don't okay, we're going to get rid of you.
We're
going to get rid of you, and we're just going to bring in, or we're going to find Brock Purdy in the draft. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that way. So you have something special. And I don't remember Dak Prescott playing middle linebacker in that game against the Green Bay Packers. Nor did he play the interior of the defensive line. He didn't play. Look, they have so many other issues to deal with. He is not one of your issues.
The Cowboys.
There you go. That's my take on it. I know you guys won't agree, and you'll just say, you're just a Dak lover. Whatever, dudes, whatever. Just you do you, and I'll do me. All right, good people, I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you sometime soon. Peace out.